Hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. And this time, what I'd like to talk about is, you need negative thoughts to succeed. Anyway, so what I'm going to talk about this time is anyway, so if I know how to succeed, so I don't tell you. And to start with, so how to succeed is it's up to how to succeed varies, or so it's difficult, it's difficult whether it's necessary to use singular term or plural term to how to succeed, because so correctly speaking, I think the ways to succeed is a better expression for explaining how to succeed. So to start with, the ways to succeed depending on each individual, or each person. So thinking about which, so I don't think it's possible to tell not I don't think, but actually, I think it's really difficult for any of successful people to teach others how to succeed, because for example, so if I did the same stuff as Mr. Bill Gates Mr. Bill Gates has done before, so I don't think I don't think, so it would be impossible for me to succeed, because so what Mr. Bill Gates did would not be applicable to this time, or to my life. And anyway, so I don't tell it. So what I'm talking about is not the main topic, or the mainstream of this episode. So the track of this episode is, as I told you in the title. So you need negative thoughts to succeed, and the conclusion of this episode is, when creating business systems, you need to guess latent problems which may happen in the future. So some people say launching companies, or funding companies, or businesses are really risky, or such acts like founding companies or launching some businesses are really dangerous, or risky acts, or risky behaviors. But actually, but still, some people do and succeed. And so what matters is that, so it's fine that you launch some businesses, or it's fine to create some business schemes or business systems, and it's fine for you to, it's fine that you create, or you found some companies to succeed. But actually, so when creating some businesses, you need negative thoughts, or you need pessimistic thoughts, which is what I'm telling you, so that you can get some opportunities to succeed. And you may think like, so if I tell, and I'm telling you this kind of thing, but you may tell me that, if you have, or if I have negative thoughts, so it might be or it may be impossible to, it may be impossible to launch or found companies. To start with, people with negative thoughts do not do such things like building up companies, or establishing businesses, or founding companies. But actually, so that is because those people that's because those people chose not to succeed, or those people chose say, how should I say, those people chose not it's just those people chose not to create companies. And to start with, so there are many ways to think negatively. There are many ways of negative thoughts. If you don't know what I mean, so let me tell you the example of this country. For example, so I have told you in past episodes, in some past episodes, I have told you that this country has a declining population, which means the population of this country declines. The population of this country declines or decreases every year. Or as time passes, the population of this country decreases, and so which is why the future of this country is dimming, or the future of this country is dark. So, which means if you do not have any sources, if you do not have not the maybe you do not live in this country. So if there are some Japanese people who do not have any sources of incomes outside of this country, those Japanese people would incur, or those Japanese people without any sources of incomes out of this country would have are going to face such dimming future of this country, which is what I'm telling you. So so in this case, negative future is going to catch up, or no, catch up is not a better expression. So those people without any sources of incomes outside this country are going to incur, or are going to tackle the dimming future of this country. So if those people, so for those people, they have to create some income sources outside of this country. So this is so such kind. It's possible to think like that, and of course this is, I think it's up to your opinion. But actually, I think most of people are going to think, or I think most of people think that what I have just told you is a negative thought, because so those Japanese people have to create some sources of incomes coming from other places different from this country. So which is what I'm telling you. For example, so so you can live in this country, or you can live in Japan just as I do, just like I do. But actually, so you have to create, or you have to keep some sources of incomes coming from other countries than this country. For example, if you're American, and you can be European, but actually, if you're American, and it's fine for you to live in this country until you die, but actually you need to get some incomes from, for example, from your country. And for example, if you live in California, or if you wherever it's fine to live in, but actually if you live in California, you need to get some income, for example, from California, even though you live in this, or even though you immigrate into this country, which is what I'm telling you. And like which, this is just an example of a negative thought. Like which, for example, so if you think you are going to become poor if you do not found a company, and if you do not like to face poor situations in the future, so one of the ways to get out of such dimming futures is to create some, or is to launch some business schemes. Or one of the ways to get out of such, well, one of the way to avoid such dimming futures is to fund some companies for generating money, for generating a lot of money for you and for your family. So like which, so like which, just I told you, so so there are many types, or there are many ways there are many ways of negative thoughts, or there are many ways to think negatively. So thinking about which, for example, so so it's fine if you have negative thoughts. It's fine that you have negative thoughts, but you want to succeed, or you want to found some companies. But actually it's fun, and I think and if you are able enough, I think you can become successful people, or you can become rich people. For example, so when proceeding works, I think this manner is applicable to almost every types of works. But actually, almost every type of works, I should have used a singular term for every type anyway. So when working, you have to pick up, or you have to think about problems coming in the future. For example, so you may it's difficult. So for example, so some disasters may happen in the future, which can be one of the guessworks of or one of the predictions of problems in the future. So like which you think about you have to think about you have to think about the futures, and you have to think about problems which may happen in the future, when, for example, when founding companies. For example, one of the way to think negatively is, for example, using an example of this country. For example, this country has a lot of disasters like earthquakes, frequent earthquakes, and more frequent typhoons in summer. So so if you'd like to, for example, avoid the damages caused by such natural disasters, it's necessary to avoid founding companies in this country, which is one of the ways to avoid such problems which may happen in the future. And if you'd like to evade the risks of wars, and it's one of the ways is to avoid the places in Middle Eastern countries and Ukraine in this time. And I'm recording this episode in 2022. And anyway, like which there are many ways to think negatively, not ways, but there are many ways to think negatively. So like which, so if you are worried about it, you may not be able to succeed in the future because you have, for example, negative thoughts, or your characteristic is negative, or you may not you are worried about that, or you think like you can succeed because you have introverted characters, for example. But actually, even if you have introverted characters, and even if you have negative thoughts, or negative characteristics, or negative personalities, you may be able to succeed. And that is because what you have to do is to think about the problems which may happen in the future, and so that you may be able to create some business schemes, or business systems, or companies which may take even in some strictures, or some negative situations, under some dangers of failures. For example, so what I have talked is really what I have talked in this episode, maybe obscure or abstract, but actually, so if you, as I said in the title, and in this part, before the ending of this country, not in the ending of this country, I don't think this country is going to end in the foreseeable future. But actually, before ending this episode, let me tell you the title of this episode. And the title is, You Need Negative Thoughts to Succeed. And the conclusion is, when creating business systems, you need to guess latent problems which may happen in the future. So, as I told you, so to start with, if you work, even if you work as an employee as an employee working for some companies, it's fine to work for Google, and it's fine to become an employee of Google, and you work for Google, or Apple can be a suitable name for this present time, or thinking about this present time. But actually, Alphabet, not Apple, or Alphabet. Alphabet runs, or Alphabet administrates Google, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe so. Anyway, likewise, if you want to work as an employee for Amazon, it's alright. But actually, to start with, when working, or when you work, so you have to guess the potential problems or potential troubles which are going to happen in the future. So likewise, even if you create, or even if you found some companies, so what you have to do, it's not so different. So working situations are not so different, and if you become, of course, if you become the president of small companies, so you may get, I think you are going to get a lot of things to do, from finances to investigating potential markets. So if you become some leaders of the leaders of some small companies, or the companies of middle sizes, you have to take a lot of things to do. Anyway, so but actually, what you have to do is to predict the problems which may happen in the future. So I told you the title and the conclusion of this episode. I have already told you the title and conclusion of this episode twice. So I'm going to end this episode. So because I have finished telling you what I wanted to tell you, or what I'd like you to know. So that's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.